it's Katie. Um, in this video, I want to talk about how one of the medications that I take for my bipolar disorder truly saved my life, and that medication is lithium. Um, Lithium is probably one of the oldest dated treatments for mental illness. Back in the, I didn't look up what year it was, but back before like medication existed, they would put all the mentally ill people in these lithium springs and they would kind of level out. And ever since then, it's just been a very simple compound that really levels out mood. Um, they give it to people who are not only bipolar, but who have very severe depression, and it helps level them out. There's even been, viral fake news things going around saying that they should put lithium in tap water just because it helps balance people out. But I take lithium carbonate. I take 900 milligrams a day, which is around the therapeutic dose. I get regular blood work to make sure that there's not too much in my system because that can be a hassle. It's not prescribed a ton anymore just because there are options that are considered safer. Although, in my opinion, lithium is very safe, but I only say that because I have had no problems with it. There are cases of people having kidney issues, as your kidneys are what filters out the lithium, but my kidneys are in tip-top shape. It's been a really good medication for me. I was prescribed it in 2017, January, very beginning of the year, after I had been diagnosed with bipolar 1 for several years and had tried other treatments that didn't work. And in December of 2016, I had a remarkably terrible manic episode. Sex, drugs, rock and roll. I mean, I was in school. I barely was able to graduate because of it. I just stopped going to class and was doing terrible things. Won't go into detail, but I'm bipolar. It was a manic episode. You can infer what all went on. I was just out of control. I lost it. I went into psychosis a little bit, and when I reported that back to my psychiatrist, he said, okay, it's time. And I started on the lithium. And I started on 300 milligrams, and then after a week, I increased it to 600. And I've never been able to say this with any other drug, but it was instantaneously, I became better. My mood leveled out. I wasn't still manic when he prescribed it, but I was still revved up. I was still feeling the after effects of it, as many do. It stopped that immediately. And something that I noticed with it that I had noticed with other medications is that other medications that stop mania will immediately plummet you into depression, make you a zombie, you can't move. But lithium just kind of gave me a nice pillow to come down to. I didn't get depressed. I was functioning. I actually enrolled in college again. I had moved back home after that episode. I enrolled in college again. After a month or two, I was able to get a job that I was great at, that I held down. I was able to keep jobs. I was able to, function without getting manic or depressed. Kept up with the blood work. It was in my system fine, and I've never noticed any side effects from it. I haven't pulled up what the side effects can be, but I've never noticed it doing anything that I don't like. And whenever I sometimes consider going to a clinic or getting a second opinion because I'm still having a little bit of struggles leveling out my other medications, lithium's the one thing that I will never let anyone take away from me. With the intensity and the frequency of the manic episodes and hypomanic episodes that I was having, as well as the depression, I feel like it helps the depression. I was not going to go far in life. My life was on absolute hold. I was being a maniac, literally. And it just put a stop to it. Am I perfect now? Absolutely not. But I'm so managed, and it's such a relief to know that one day I'm not going to wake up and drive to Nevada just because, I'm not going to end up dancing on top of a bar in a prom dress. I feel very secure taking lithium. I feel very safe taking it. I feel like it doesn't have the potential to hurt me like other psychiatric drugs do. Um, but just I can't express enough how immediate the turnaround was and how clear it makes me. Other medications have such a tendency to alter your consciousness level and just really screw you up that way, but I feel like myself, and I feel like the best version of myself, and I highly recommend lithium to anyone. And I, again, do understand it carries risks, especially with kidney function, but it just blows my mind when people have severe bipolar and they're not on lithium. Um, it just, it, that's, I really owe my life to it, and I owe my life to my doctor who was willing to put me on it. I feel silly that I wasted so many years trying other medications whenever this was available, but I highly, highly, highly recommend it. Hey, Lithium, sponsor me. Um, but yeah, again, still have my struggles, but I know that I'm not going to lose it because I have that. And for anyone watching who is searching for a medication, if you're bipolar or if you are incredibly, incredibly depressed, I strongly suggest you talk to your doctor about lithium. Uh, they may have their reservations, as they should with any medication, but there's just no comparison to how my life was before lithium and after lithium. I really, really regained my life back. And so I guess this was a rave video, raving about lithium, but I know how hard the struggle can be to find the right medication. And so if you are considering lithium, or if you're at a loss of what to try, or you're just blindly trying medications that doctors throw at you, please consider lithium. It really turned me around. Um, and that's all I can really say on that.